Right, I am with Ryan. A 2-1 win over Spelthorne Sports in the League Cup. Much better result than at the weekend.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the game today, mate?
Today was a tricky one because we had a lot of absentees. Sometimes I didn't know whether, at times I didn't know whether the VARs, we're going to have that VARs hangover.
Yeah.
We had VARs hangover when we won, and coming off the back of that VARs loss, I didn't know whether that would affect us today. And I think I looked at the first 8 minutes, whether we're changing shape to the 3-5-2. First 8 minutes I thought we were very good. 2 individual mistakes lead to a goal, and we went into our shell. And for the rest of the half, I think Spelthorne were the better side. They were the better side. Came in at half time, you could tell the boys were bitterly disappointed, needed a bit of motivation, a bit of self-belief. It can't always just come for us. Players need to believe in themselves as well. And they got a bit of a kick up the backside. So shall we just say that? And came out and were much better, really much better. Togetherness, hunger to win first balls, second balls, win individual battles, wanting to create chances. I think Ben Senior was absolutely unreal today. I think he worked his absolute socks off. Nathan Aylan's had about 1 million free kicks, hit the bar, done really well. Skipper today as well, come in and done well. For me, I think the game changed a lot when Carl Henry came on.
Yep.
I thought Carl Henry came on and changed the game, got down the line, come on as a wing back, got loads of crosses in, which then leads to him cutting the ball back, keeper spills it out, and Sean Lyle's there on hand to tuck the ball away. And I think I don't think Sean had his greatest game today, but what Sean does give you is a brute. He's strong, he's quick, he works hard, and he's persistent. He would keep doing the same thing over and over until he gets a result, and he got his result today and got us back in the game. Even bigger, then to go and bring Danny Fernandez on. Discussion on whether we should bring on other players, and Danny Fernandez got his nod today, and he didn't disappoint.
No.
His attitude throughout this season has been absolutely unreal. If anyone should look at a player to commend, this Danny Fernandez. He's had to work hard, he's been away, he's come back, he's been in and around the squad and been away from the squad, but his attitude and his goal to want to win and to help other players is absolutely unreal. Came on and I actually shouted Nathan Aylan, and then someone went, no, Danny Fernandez on the pitch, and he puts the ball around the wall, and maybe the keeper should do better, but he puts us 2-1 up.
Yeah.
And I think we managed the game very well after that, and I think we fell apart against Spelthorne last time, being 2-0 up.
Yes.
And I think it was a little bit different this time around. They went 1-0 up, we stayed in the game, and when we scored, I had that feeling we'd go on and win. I don't know, there was just something that I thought, you know what, we're going to go and win this, and we did. Okay. You know, so in the end, we got the result we wanted. We needed that result.
Yeah.
We needed a win, and we really did. And okay, but then we go on to Saturday. You see, we've won that game now. That game's gone. Move on to Saturday, which will be very tough against Molesey.
Yes, you're right in pretty much everything you said there. It is. One thing we need to touch on, at 1-0 in the first half, a couple of minutes to go to the break, Michael makes a superb one-on-one save. That goes in, we're probably looking at a different story.
I think, as I said, we were good for the first 8 minutes.
Yeah.
When I say good, we kept the ball well. Let's not hide from the fact that we didn't create lots of chances, but we played a 3-5-2 today, which we normally don't. We normally play a 4-5-1 or 4-1-4-1, however you want to say it. So to play a different system off the back of the VARs with no training, and we started quite well, we kept it quite well, but we got complacent and we got lazy and we made mistakes and we got punished like we normally do. But one thing I'll say, when I do look at these games, we concede a lot of goals from our own mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many teams that play us off the park, and Naphill probably was the one that I looked at 32 minutes before 4-0 down. They went off from mistakes, they played well against Naphill. But Michael Eacott keeps us in the game, he's been working hard, very vocal today. He's a senior player and he wants to win, but that save 1,000,000% changes it for us, because you go in at 2-0 down, it's a much bigger task.
Yeah, as you say, second half we were much better, and I think that probably started really early on in the half when the ball's gone over the top, left hand channel. Mally's chased it down, a couple of others have sort of ganged up with him and boxed him in, something that we weren't doing in the first half.
Do you know what we say a lot? You can work on a lot. Players, ultimately, when you go over that white line, players have to perform. Yeah. We can only give information to players, but players are the doers. They go on the pitch and they carry out things that you've asked them to do, and whether they can or can't do that or not, then that's down to us to change it. But there was definitely a spring in our second half. We had that bit between our teeth that it was actually for us. I don't want to lose. I don't want to feel defeat. And I always say it's got to hurt you a lot when you lose, and mean even more when you win. And you could tell losing weren't an option for us today. That's what I felt.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. You say we've got Molesey on Saturday.
Yeah.
Tonight's win puts us away to Molesey in the League Cup.
5 times this season, I believe.
It will be, yeah. So that's
you know the one I look
unusual.
at the minute we've done well against Molesey. You know, I think before I came back, it was it the Vars or the FA Cup?
FA Cup.
FA Cup, which was a draw, and then we won the replay. Then we've won it there, Gaff, and we want to carry that momentum on.
Yeah.
You know, for us now, we're out the Vars. That's done. We made history, club history, by getting to where we're getting. It's unfortunately we went out, but that's done now. We got to focus on the league. We have a lot of games in hand, and we understand and know where that can take us with winning them games.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to focus on now. Back to the league, back to our bread and butter, back to the priority, and we know what we need to do to win games. So hopefully we take this momentum into training tomorrow, and then from training into Saturday, and we go and get 3 points. That's a priority.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, mate.
No worries,
and I will see you on Saturday.
Perfect, Bricks.